Hi guys, and welcome back to another Dot Race video, and today we're going to be playing MotoGP 21. We are here in the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit of Argentina, and it's time for a very wet and damp Moto 2 Grand Prix. So starting in pole position is Marco Bezzecchi with Lowes and Fernandez in the front row, Di Gianantonio, Roberts and Navarro in the second, Vietti, Baldassarri, Agura, Fernandez, Schrotter, Ben Schneider, Gardner, Ramirez, Grant, Dixon, Bobier, Canet, Vierge, Arbolino, Manzi, Buliga, Shirin, Luti, Corsi, Dallaporta, Gartho, Montella, Chandra, Arenas, and Barry Baltus at the back of this Moto 2 Grand Prix. So here we are, starting from 15th place, full acceleration necessary, and we will go now as the lights disappear. Brilliant start from Grant, as he's utilising every single bit of ounce of that power setting 3, as we now go into turn 1, around the outside of Augusto Fernandez. A little bit of contact there. Fernandez does not want to let me through. The Elfmark VDS rider pushing me wide, as Grant does manage to survive and hold the position, but Fernandez was very strong after getting back away into turn 2, as things will get a little bit concertined up into turn 2, as Grant tries to go around the outside of Lorenzo Baldassarri. Baldassarri and Grant make contact, as we've made 5 positions up to turn 3, now into turn 4. Oh, cutting the nose off of Baldassarri a little bit there. Jorge Navarro to the left of us, and Iagora straight ahead, only utilising power setting 2. Let's bump it up to power setting 3, get a bit of additional speed as we now go on hard on the brakes into turn 5. Really late on the brakes there in this wet session. Now bearing in mind, this is the very first time we have tried a Moto 2 machine in the wet. This is unknown territory for Grant, and he is doing such a great job right now, from 15th to 7th in not even as many corners. Brilliant job, as we now go into turn 7, right on the rear of Celestino Vietti, forcing pressure on the Sky VR46 rider. Joe Roberts is there as well. Great stuff from him. The American looking pretty good. Much better than he did in Qatar. Now onto the left-hand side for turn 9. Closing in on Vietti. Oh, a little bit wide, but we'll then flick it around the outside, then up on the inside of Celestino Vietti. But Vietti fights back stupendously well. Good job from Celestino. Now onto the rear. We'll try and get back into him again. Not utilising power setting 3 as much as possible due to the amount of spin that the rear will get up, as we now go into the very difficult right-hander. Sam Lowes has gone down! Lord! Carnage! 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 Oh, Lord almighty! Riders going down left, right and centre right ahead of us, as that has completely scuppered Grant's momentum. Oh my lord! That was a domino effect from Sam Lowes taking out Marco Bezzecchi to literally every other rider ahead of us crashing out in the Argentinian Grand Prix. Lord almighty, I did not see that coming, and that caught me off guard very, very much. Grant, really, really great job to avoid any contact or any carnage there. Unbelievable going into that final corner, or at least the penultimate corner. Goodness me, I need to catch my breath. That was just too close. And now the entire landscape of this Grand Prix has completely changed. Now we have Iagora for the very first time leading a Moto 2 Grand Prix, Jorge Navarro in second and Remy Gardner in third, but Grant utilising the power setting 3 is rocketing past teammate Jake Dixon, fellow British rider. Now tell you what, Razlan Razley and Jürgen Stickerfeld will be extremely impressed right now, as goodness me, Jake Dixon getting a little bit aggressive with Grant there, forcing him a little bit wide, but they will be pleased to see all 3 of their Petronas Sprinter riders are up into the top 6. 4th, 5th and 6th respectively for each individual rider. Magnificent job for the Petronas team right now, as we now go into the right hand side for turn 7. Wow, this entire race has completely changed. Grant up by 10 positions, Remy up by about 15 positions. Amazing job for the Australian. Had a wonderful Grand Prix out in Qatar last time out, as Grant and Dixon are going to go alongside each other. Goodness me, both men are absolutely going hell to leather. Oh, and a quick look behind just shows how many riders are behind us. We probably shouldn't look again, because that is quite concerning, seeing the amount of riders just peeling towards us and absolutely eager to try and take our position. As you now go into turn 12, this is the danger zone. Another faller! Both Iagora and Remy Gardner have gone down. Is this a glitch? What is going on right now? Another couple of riders have gone down, as Jorge Navarro has inherited the lead. He sets the fast lap of the race, and then immediately beaten by Sam Lowes, who went down on the floor just 1 lap ago. Is Sam Lowes going to charge through the field with reckless abandon now? Turn 1 navigated pretty well. Amazing, amazing job for the Petronas Sprinter team right now. Navarro leads with Dixon second, Grant third, and Xavi Vierge finishing in 4th place, or currently in 4th place, and mustn't get ahead of ourselves. Nobody's finishing this race just yet. Still many, many laps to go. 10 more laps to go in this Argentinian carnage so far. Unbelievable. I really hope that isn't a glitch and that every single rider is going to continue to do that. But at the same time, that was incredible. I can't believe what has just unfolded here in Moto 2. I know it was going to be wet and I know it was going to be tough, but Lord Almighty, I didn't think it was going to be that tough. We have managed to claw in towards Jorge Navarro. A couple of tenths have gone to the way of Grant, as Sam Lowe's still the fastest man on track right now. That could be changed in a minute if Grant continues to push on this particular lap. He is looking pretty smooth and pretty confident in the wet. Not bad for a first time outing in the wet for Dr. Ace. Now into the right-hand side for turn 8. Jorge Navarro still leading by about 8 tenths of a second. That lead is gradually coming down, and I tell you what, it's coming down quite quickly. Jake Dixon has to come to 3rd place as he's lost about 9 tenths of a second, potentially a full second as we go into the left-hander for turn 11. Sector has been completed, and we are up by 1.7 seconds compared to our previous lap time. This will be the new fast lap of the race. If we get ahead of Jorge Navarro, that would be icing on the cake as we go into the right-hand side. Navarro's gone down. There's something wrong with that corner. No! Dixon, no! Dixon and Vierge, both teammates have gone down. Joe Roberts has crashed once again. Lorenzo Dalla Porta has crashed. And this game has gone just completely bizarre. Grant did set the fast lap of the race with a 1:57.99, which is a superb lap. But I can't take pleasure knowing that every single rider is going to keep crashing into turn 13. That is extremely annoying. I really hope that doesn't happen on every single lap. Oh, that is annoying. That's frustrating, actually. I wasn't hoping. I don't want my first win or first podium to come the way of just inheriting victories like this. I'm not sure how I feel about this now, actually, to be honest with you. Cameron Beaubier into 2nd place, which is fantastic. Would be great to see the American take his first podium of the season and his career in Moto 2. But amazingly, Raul Fernandez, Sam Lowe's, Gardner, all 3 men crashing into turn 13, are right there. 3rd, 4th and 5th as Grant goes completely wide into turn 5, probably feeling the pressure. And I tell you what, it has completely shook me up now going into that corner. I'm really, really gentle going on the brakes now because is it really that easy to lose the front on the wet? It doesn't feel like it so far. It does feel very, very, very slippy. Like riding with slicks right now on this really, it's like ice, I tell you. It's just not comfortable to use. Compared to the likes of Moto 3, it wasn't too bad. And MotoGP doesn't seem too bad, but this one, for some reason, it feels like ice. It is really, really slippy. Of course, no traction control for the riders available in Moto 2, so maybe that's just the effect of it. I did, in fact, leave the anti-wheelie up into 5, as I found that even on 4, it was just too slippy. I don't know whether I've encountered a glitch or something, but it really genuinely feels like ice right now. You can see how gentle we are braking into turn 13. You'll see in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it's oh my lord. Cameron Beaubier, Lowe's, Fernandez, Gardner, Dalla Porta, Buliga, Roberts, all crashing. This is ridiculous. This is not good at all. This has completely ruined any sense of sort of realism in this Grand Prix. I'm kind of annoyed. I am kind of frustrated on that one. I really don't want to take my first victory by inheriting it like this. But who knows? I do think there's some sort of glitch has occurred right now because the bike doesn't even feel stable whatsoever. I'm just riding on ice, and it's not usually that bad when you ride in MotoGP 21. It's not usually that difficult to ride in the wet, but right now it's proving to be very, very slippy. I'm doing a decent job on the acceleration, but the braking feels terrible. It feels so scary. Going into turn 5 now, we'll see how much brake I'm going to put on. Not going to put too much on as we slide it into turn 5. Actually didn't do a too bad job there, but we still ran it wide into the right-hander. Now, speaking of the right hand, looking at the front tyre's right-hand side, it went extremely warm on the exit or entry of turn 5. We're going to have to be very careful with that one. Of course, in Moto 2, in the wet, there is only one tyre compound available, which is a medium, and that is the same for both the front and the rear. Both are on the mediums. So, quick check on the left-hand side of your screen there. Beaubier into 2nd, Fernandez 3rd, Lowe's 4th, Montella 5th with an incredible job from him, Remy Gardner 6th, Ben Schneider 7th, and Lorenzo Dalla Porta, the former Moto3 world champion, in 8th place as things stand. I don't know how many riders are going to win, or, going to finish this race. There's going to only be one winner, of course. I don't know. We're going to go into turn 13 now, and we have to make sure that we do it very, very, very gentle. It seems the middle of the corner is where everybody crashes. If you go into the inside, it doesn't seem like anyone crashes. So I don't know if there's something wrong with that particular part of the track. As Cameron Beaubier, Raul Fernandez, Yuri Montala, everyone is just facing the demise. Jake Dixon's gone down. Marcos Ramirez is down. This is really, really stupid, to be honest with you. This is annoying because I wanted a great race here in Argentina, and the rain has just completely scuppered it. I don't know if anyone's had this before. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've had this issue before. So I guess now it's going to be the simple case of just maturity and longevity. We need to focus and continue to churn out the lap times. We are roughly halfway there now. We have to continue to push, be smart about this. I might potentially drop it down to power setting 1 and see if Lowe's and Ben Schneider and Beaubier etc. can catch me up. Who knows as we go into turn 5. I think the drama may be over, but who knows yet. There's still a lot of this Grand Prix left to go. I could end up crashing. Anyone else could keep crashing, or maybe they'll stop crashing and actually chase me down. I would rather that happen. If they would stop crashing, I would wait at the one side and just let everyone chase me down. Well, going into the difficult right-hander of turn 7, Aaron Canet fell down here in qualifying just 4 hours ago. Turn 8 to be navigated pretty well, to be fair. We aren't doing too bad now. I've got the sort of maintaining of feeling, but the turn 13 is a difficult corner. I really can't find any confidence going into that particular destination, but we'll continue to push forward. Now into turn 11, very easy to spin up the rear here, but we aren't doing too bad of a job. You'll notice in the bottom right corner of your screen there how much acceleration is actually being applied by Dr. Ace to maintain this bike's speed as we go into turn 13 at a snail's pace. We lost around 0.4 of a second by going that slowly into the corner as we now flick it to the left-hand side for turn 14. 10-second lead ahead of Sam Lowe's, who has just met his demise into turn 13 once again. Ben Schneider joins him, Beaubier joins him. Oh, forget it. Everyone joins him who was behind me. There's not going to be any finishes, I swear. There's one person in the middle of the track right now who is just on his own. He's just churning the lap times out. So far behind everyone else because he's probably crashed as well. I don't know what is going on. This is really, really annoying and disappointing. But at the same time, we are going to inherit a victory here, providing we just continue to push forward. I might need to drop the power setting down to potentially 2 or 1, as we are looking a little bit in the red now for the fuel. And I don't want to be running out of fuel with a golden opportunity right now. It's more golden than golden brown by the Stranglers. We have a wonderful, wonderful opportunity as the front brake disc does get a little bit toasty going into turn 5. Now onto the left-hand side for turn 6. Grant still the fastest man on track from earlier with a 1:57.99. My lap times have hardly been consistent in this one, but maybe now with a bit of freer track, a smooth and comfortable lead, we should be alright to start churning out the lap times, whether regardless on power setting 2, 3 or even 1. Aaron Canet up into 7th place, a good job from him, but of course with all the crashes going on right now, I guess it's sort of immaterial right now. Hector Gartho also in 8th place, the Pons 40 rider. As we go on to the left hand side for turn 11. I guess one thing I know after all the shouting we've just done earlier on, I guess now I could sort of relax the vocal cords a little bit. I guess not all is lost as we go into the difficult right hand of turn 13 ourselves. And oh, we lost the front! It's the middle! It's the middle of that corner! It's the middle of that corner! If you go into that middle part, you crash. That is it! We've just done it! Oh, why wasn't I taking my usual lines? Oh, a golden opportunity has gone begging. Lowe's has gone down behind us. Oh, Lord Almighty, Ben Schneider goes down as well. Is anyone going to get through on us? Sam Lowe's is actually ahead. He managed... Oh, my Lord. Look how long it takes with the bike retrieval. We lost 20 seconds. Sam Lowe's had a 14-second deficit, crashed as well, and still goes ahead of us going into turn 1. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have a race on our hands. Yes, we have a race on our hands until probably one of us bins it again. This is just complete. The whole complexion of this Grand Prix has changed once again. Turn 2, Sam Lowe's leads. He's been on his arse so many times this race, and once again, he's up into the lead. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is one of the most bizarre races I've ever had in MotoGP 21. You know what? Scratch that. This is the most bizarre race I've had in MotoGP games. Even ride 4, I don't think I've had one as just insane as this one. Going into turn 5, it's now a battle for the lead with around 5 laps remaining, or 4.5, as Lowe's picks me up into the corner of turn 5 as we get very close to the British rider. It's a British battle, Battle of Britain. Going 2 men going hell to leather now, trying to beat each other, trying to dethrone each other from the top spot. Now both men need some good championship points, not having the best of results. Well, we had a decent result, but Sam Lowe's didn't. So we are sort of on the upper hand here as Lowe's takes a very defensive line going into turn 7, but Grant will bravely go around the outside. It's great to see Sam Lowe's fighting with Grant here in this one. That's what we wanted to see. The couple of men fighting for the championship. Of course, we've got a lot of more championship contenders, but right now, you better believe that these two are absolutely brilliant in their own ways in racecraft and even qualifying. But turn 11, we have retaken the lead. Is Sam Lowe's going to bin it once again? Not just due to himself, but due to the ugly sort of glitch that is occurring here today. Do not brake in the middle. I'm sort of braking gently. Sam Lowe's is braking nice and tight on the inside line and does not crash. Everyone who went for the middle line, Bobier, Ben Schneider, all binned it into the second to final corner. So game on now, ladies and gentlemen. The man from Lincoln versus the man from Warrington. Lowe's versus Grant. This is a battle of attrition. Who will survive the longest? Going into turn 1 on the right-hand side, I smell a little bit of an overtake here. Oh, Lowe's just pushed me down! Oh, you didn't! Lowe's! Oh, you can't believe it! He mustn't have seen it coming, or that was just an audacious lunge from Grant. Oh, the panic, the chaos, the pandemonium here today in this Argentinian Grand Prix. Is nothing sacred in this Grand Prix? Is everyone just going to keep crashing? This is ridiculous. Oh my God. We were talking about our first win. We were talking about our first podium. That has all gone absolutely heck to a handbasket as it's gone begging. This is over. Oh, what a disastrous race. Wait. However, everyone keeps crashing into turn 13. So if Sam Lowe's keeps crashing, we have a 22 seconds lead to chase down. Oh, I don't know. That's going to be amazing because they get back on the bike instantly. This has gone just from being a professional sort of MotoGP race where I like to try and commentate it if it's a real thing, and I can't even do that on this one. The video game has well and truly taken over reality right now, as this has just gone absolutely madness. A heck to a handbasket. Every other word you could describe something going to absolute utter, you know what? It's very, very, very bizarre. This is unbelievable. Going into turn 7, we have lost a whopping 23 seconds on this particular lap. The lap before, we lost another 21 seconds. This is unbelievable stuff right now, ladies and gentlemen. We don't even deserve to be in 11th place. Sam Lowe's has gone down. Sam Lowe's has just gone down. And Raul Fernandez has gone down. Della Porte has gone down. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, my Lord. I have no words anymore. At what point do we stop and say enough's enough? I think someone just disappeared from the race now. Oh, man, I have no more voice. This is just unbelievable. Forget the actual... Oh, track limit warning. There you go. That's something to talk about. A track limit warning right here, right now. But with just 3 laps remaining, I think we're going to be okay. But fun fact, only 17.5 seconds behind Sam Lowe's right now. So we have taken 5 seconds that particular lap. We're going to need him to crash a couple of more times to chase him down. But honestly, this race so far, anything can happen. We're not going to get on the podium now, I don't think. I don't even think we could do it if they continue to crash in the next 2 laps. Well, 3 laps really, if you consider this one is still yet to be completed. But what a bizarre race, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know in the comment section down below if you've had something similar to this. Is this just some weird glitch I'm facing and occurring for the very first time? I really hope so, and I hope this never happens again. But who knows? Going into turn 5 on the right-hand side, a little bit wide there for Grant, but he does have Montella ahead of him. And Jake Dixon, my target now for this Grand Prix, to finish ahead of Jake Dixon. I want to be the top teammate. I want to be taking the spoils. I want to be taking the most of the points for our Petronas SRT team. And we'll see how things go. But I am very pleased and proud to see that Jake Dixon is still on board his motorcycle. Because I don't think Xavi Vierge is still there. I think he crashed in front of us earlier on and just disappeared from the Grand Prix. But Boulaga and Navarro behind us. They're way, way behind us now. They're 11.5 seconds behind us. This has been the most different really, really different video ever done. Sam Lowes has gone down again. I haven't got the voice to scream again. And Aaron Canette's gone down now into... Aaron Canet has just disappeared, I think. Unless he's into 4th place. If we inherit... Oh, Dixon's gone down. I must have... Oh, and now Montella's gone down. We're into 9th place as we run it really wide there, panicking into turn 13. I have no confidence on this front end of this motorcycle right now. 12 seconds behind Sam Lowes. I think we're going to need him to crash a couple more times yet to even consider a podium finish. I'm not sure how far ahead Hector Gartho is, but Sam Lowes, he is more than... Yeah, I think he's out of the equation. I don't think we'll be able to chase down Sam. So great job for Mr. Lowes himself. Raul Fernandez was in there somewhere, but I don't believe he's still there anymore. I think he's gone. I think that's his race over. He must have crashed too many times. I haven't seen Remy Gardner, so I do believe his Grand Prix might be over as well. But we do have some serious speed to get ahead of Jake Dixon. Now, basically, we're going to be going 100% or 120%, as we usually say, because of the AI difficulty. And we will try and chase down as much time as we can into the next 3 sectors. Sector 4 is a complete write-off. Complete write-off. How this race hasn't been red flagged already, I have no idea. It's a shame that isn't a feature in the game because my hand would be well and truly up. Would have been up the second we got into the lead. It's now into the left-hand side for turn 6. 10 seconds behind Sam Lowes now, so not that bad. Lorenzo Dalla Porta 3 seconds ahead of us as Grant gets a little bit out of shape now for turn 7. I do feel a little bit more confident now knowing that we've crashed. Because I knew the crash was going to come sooner or later, but because we haven't crashed, I've been trying so hard to maintain that we don't crash. But never mind, that has gone completely out the window as we have crashed here twice in just 2 particular corners that have caught us out so many times. At least it's caught many other riders out. I think we're the only riders crashing to turn 1, so I guess... Hey-ho, that is one thing, as Lowes and Schneider both crash again. Is Lowes still on board the motorcycle? Canet is still there, Dalla Porta is still there, as both men have just crashed. We have now inherited 6th place now as Dixon went down behind us, and this is going to be a fantastic lap coming in from Grant. It's a 1:49.736 on the penultimate lap. We could have a shout of a 4th place here, ladies and gentlemen. That would equal our best finish in Qatar just 1 day, or excuse me, couple of days ago, 2 days ago I think it was, forgot when I uploaded, but Aaron Canet 7/10 of a second ahead of us. We could very well be into 4th place here, and you know what, I would take that. I'm happy to not be on the podium because I don't think we deserved it. I'm happy with that. I think if we hadn't been so many crashes, I would have loved to see what it would have been. Maybe one day I'll do another race again, and maybe just in normal ride mode, but look at that, beautifully done ahead of Aaron Canet utilising power setting 3. We will remain on power setting 3, but I'll have to be very careful on the acceleration, because as mentioned earlier, no traction control on these bikes. 3.5 seconds to Sam Lowes ahead of us, as Hector Gartho is on course for his very first victory here this Moto2 season. Raul Fernandez, wow, he's managed to stay in 2nd place. I wrote him off earlier, said he'd been crashed out and he's no longer in the Grand Prix. Here he is, proving me wrong in 2nd place. Grant very late on the brakes into turn 7. Beautiful entry there, actually. Very, very positive. I must say, we have sort of come into our own towards the end of this race. Now we've had some sort of target and a goal, we've gone absolutely hell to leather. Really enjoying this part of the race so far, although the crashes is probably still going to happen. Hopefully Hector Gartho doesn't crash, because I would like to see him take victory over Raul Fernandez, as Raul Fernandez is on a championship charge as well. Don't want to fight with him as well as his other teammate for the Red Bull KTM. And Hector Gartho's gone down in the final corner! Oh, and Lowes has gone down! The podium could be... The podium beckons us! Could we have it? Are we into 3rd place? We're up into 2nd place! Oh my god, Grant's first podium is incoming! Across the line we will go! Yes! Our first podium, we did it! We inherited 2nd right there at the death. Really weird race that I don't think anyone expected. Incredible podium finisher for 3 amazing men in the World Championship. Amazingly, after all that chaos, no surprises are actually on the podium right now. Great to see Grant taking his first podium of the season. We need to take a look to see how many riders actually completed this race. We can see up to Jorge Navarro in 9th place right now, but let's take a look at 10th and beyond to see who actually finished and who didn't. Unbelievable, look at that! From Hector Gartho in 10th, all the way down to Remy Gardner in 16th, he didn't finish, and so many more riders didn't even finish. So a brief look now at the Riders' Championship. Raul Fernandez inherits the championship lead. Grant in 2nd place as he's only 8 points behind Raul, and Remy Gardner drops to 3rd after gaining no points. Massive movement there from Cameron Bobier, who goes up 20 positions and now into 7th by earning 11 points here today. So we now take a look at the team championship. Red Bull KTM IO continue to lead with 66 points. Petronas Sprinter Racing just behind with 23 points after a magnificent second place from Grant. And the Federal Oil Grassini team move down a spot with 38 points behind. So the insanity of Argentina has ended. You can see the damage on Matt Grant's bike and leathers. Incredible race, but really, really bizarre. Happy to have finished on the podium, but I think we were very, very lucky. More lucky than many of the others. But guys, upon that note, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single Dot Race upload. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more Dot Race content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single Dot Race video.